Hey guys, and welcome back to the Bayern View. Hope you guys are doing okay. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. Daily Bayern Munich streams, videos, and everything to do with Bayern, transfers, everything, match days, literally everything. Smash the thumbs up either way, and yeah, big up to everyone. Now we're going to be talking about João Palhinha in this video stream, whatever you want to say. What I do want to put across is if you're watching this as a video, let me know if you think we can get João Palhinha still. Is there any chance at all? And if not, why not? And if you're watching this as a stream, basically the same thing. Do you think we can get João Palhinha? Let me pause that. I want to make a poll. Start a poll. Do you think we can still sign João Palhinha? Yeah. Yep. Yes. And yes and no. Cool. Start. But yeah, big up to everyone. Smash the thumbs up if you haven't already. I just want to know what you guys think, generally. Right. So yeah, big up to everyone. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. I just need to do a couple of things. I need to put this in the Discord. If you haven't already, get in the Discord. People chatting there all the time. So yeah, make sure to do that if you haven't already. Where's the content? Bish bash bosh, bonk. Put that in there. Cool. Get rid of that. Big up, Ahmad. Hopefully you're doing well, my man. And yeah, we're obviously gonna talk about João Palhinha. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. There's some news that's come out. Nothing necessarily saying that we're going to sign him. Which is obviously a bummer, of course, but either way, we'll see what happens, obviously. Where are my headphones? Hello? Where are my damn AirPods? Oh, they're probably in the bedroom. So yeah, no, 100%. Nothing necessarily saying that we're going to sign him, but there is still a chance. There is still a chance. And we'll get through the comments and we'll go through everything in a second. I just need to send the link out to a couple of people just in case they want to hop on. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of people are watching is it Conference League? Is that what it's called? The final. Here's the link if you did wanna join with your stream. Right, cool. Let's go back over here. But yeah, basically, let's go through this. I'll go get my AirPods in a second. Just bear with me 1 second. Ahmad, if you can hear me, bro, just bear with me 1 second because you're gonna blast through my speakers otherwise. I need to change the damn thing. Bosh. So yeah, what is being said is the following, and then I'll go get my headphones and Ahmad can react to what's being said. So this is what's basically being put out there. Says, so he was asked, is the Bayern move completely behind you now with all the changes that have taken place at Bayern? Is it something that could remain on the table? Is Bayern a closed door? He responded saying, I don't know if it's a closed door or not. Everything in football is very uncertain. I can't say it's a closed door or an open door. I can't put myself in that position like that either. Today, I want to focus more on the European Championships because that's my goal, to leave a good impression at the Euros, and then everything else will follow. He said, people already know me. The fact that I'm in the Premier League means I'm in a very big shop window, probably the biggest of them all. The Euros is also a showcase that everyone is following all over the world. I know that some people might take this as him being arrogant, but I do understand where he's coming from. The Premier League is the biggest league in the world. It's, I wouldn't say it was the best league in the world in my personal opinion, but it's got the most money in it. It's got most of the biggest teams in it. So take that as you will. Obviously, you can take this as people already know me as in being cocky. I don't think that's the case. To be straight up, I don't think that is the case. But let me bring Ahmad in here. Let me get his opinion, and then we'll go from there. So if I remove myself and then I add him, he can give his opinion, and then we'll go from there. Right. So yeah, let's bring Ahmad in, and I'll get rid of myself. Right, here we go.
There you go. What's popping, guys? I'm on my phone because I'm watching the Conference League final. But yeah, listen, what I think of this, I mean, first of all, I don't think it's him being cocky. I think he's actually being sensible, if anything. And listen, at the end of the day, right, like, if he would like to join, he's always welcome. Don't get me wrong. It's just the money, man. It's the moment he signed that deal, like, he's going to be more expensive now. And I don't know if the Bayern board are willing to pay that money for him. You know what I mean? Otherwise, easy number one choice. But the money, it's the money that worries me. Let me see the chat in the meantime, because that's all I really need to say. You know what I mean? Get Palhinha or Ugarte, good DM. Hey, TVV. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Ugarte is a good choice. Ugarte is a good, but again, he's at PSG. You know what I mean? With Palhinha, he's still at Fulham, or as I like to call AEW FC, Tony Khan FC. You know what I mean? But listen, at the end of the day, right? Like, it's just Palhinha. I don't know. The guy, I appreciate him focusing on the Euros. It's just, who is going to be our CDM? Is it going to be Onana? Is it going to be Palhinha? Is it going to be Zubamendi? Who is it going to be? You know what I mean? And you know what? I wouldn't mind if we pay, like, if I just deeped it, right? I wouldn't mind if, let's say, Davies was to leave. Yeah. I wouldn't mind paying the money for Palhinha, and then we get 8 Nuri from Wolves. Win-win. You know what I mean? It's just, at this rate, get me a DM and then figure your way out for left back on the other end. You know what I mean? That's what I think of the whole matter.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's definitely an interesting topic. I don't think the door will ever be closed on this saga. Let me just go with that one. I don't think it will be closed with this saga because we still need that position. Once we get a player in the position, then it might be changed. I would still want him over everyone. He's only 28 years old. And that in itself, 20. What he was born in July. So if we were to get him, he'll be 29. But most players play till they're 35 these days. So we've got a good 3 or 4 years in him, where hopefully then we can, either get one or nurture one, if that makes any sense on the DM. But yeah, no, I don't know if we're going to get him. I will go through the comments in 1 second. But yeah, big up everybody. Let me go like that, Bosh. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Where is this? I'm gonna. Oh, crap! I didn't mean to put that on the screen. Remove that. The Sun are trying to believe. Fuck you and your cookies. How about that one? To be honest, I don't like using the Sun website, but here is some more news that's been put out there. So, Fulham star João Palhinha reveals shock transfer offer from the Premier League rivals before Bayern Munich's failed pursuit. So this is basically just some ass, to be quite honest. But apparently he was off. He would off. Yeah, exactly. I don't really want that advert there either. Piss off. From West. So basically, he was offered West Ham before the failed thing. But what I'm not, this isn't obviously any news. I'm just going to try and take some things away from this because obviously it's the Sun and no one actually reads the Sun nor cares about it unless you're going for page 3. The Portuguese ace had a medical test in Germany done, blah, blah, blah. Last summer, 55 million to thing which collapsed. Obviously, we know that. Of course. Marcus Silva's side took the 28-year-old from Sporting in the summer. Piss off with your ads. Blah, 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 blah. Made his debut season at Fulham, making 40 appearances and scoring 4 goals. Performances have convinced Bayern to bet on him, but the deal ended up falling through. Yes, we know that. But it was not just the Bundesliga side who wanted him. Apparently, the Hammers also wanted him. No one gives a shit about West Ham. And in the end, they kept him and he extended the deal, which is obviously what Ahmad said. Do one with your ads. Fuck British Airways and all. The Portuguese international was asked if the renew was a result of a failed move, but the Star ended up revealing that the Hammers made an offer before the German side in the summer. Why will it not let me get rid of that advert? Damn it. He told, at the time, I received an excellent offer from West Ham and had a conversation with Fulham's owner, who committed himself to renewing my contract. I took it as a vote of confidence. I never expected that Bayern would turn up in the final stage of the market, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, at the end of the day, the Sun is ass, which we already knew. But yeah, I don't think it's dead in the water because of the fact that we still need a player in that position. Once we get someone that is, an Onana or this player or that player, then of course it'll be done. But yeah, don't be surprised if we do get linked to him coming up. Obviously, we could have made a stream about Vincent Kompany, but he will. Obviously, I did the stream earlier about him being announced and everything. And we're going to do a stream tomorrow at some point because obviously he's got his press conference. So we'll definitely react to that and go through that on the Bayern View. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up, all that good stuff. But yeah, let's go through some of the comments and let's see what people are saying. Is that game still playing? That
extra time, yeah. Extra time. 0-0.
Yeah. Fulham still want too much. Rather go for someone younger. Yep, I get you. I want him though, but it's too much money for his age.
That's what I said, yeah.
Big up Zia Talks. He's in the building now. Get Palhinha. Yeah, Ahmad obviously already read that one, but we ain't getting him from PSG. Not a chance.
I already mentioned
that. Value for money. Masson, better 35 million release clause. Yes, I think he's really, really good as well. I think he's actually been one of the best.
Madsen, but he's happy at Dortmund. That's the problem. One thing I heard is that with Madsen and not only him, a lot of these young Chelsea academy guys is that a lot of them are being sold for pure profit. So basically, a lot of them will be sold, and I won't be shocked if I see a good amount of them in the Bundesliga. And Madsen's just going to be one of them, man. I would like to get him, but at the end of the day, it's just he's Dortmund bound, man.
Yeah, I can see that. But let's wait and see, because remember, Hakimi was at Dortmund on loan, and then Real Madrid sold him to Inter. So it's not always, gone. But I do agree with you. What about Bruno Gimenez? We ain't getting him, bro. Newcastle won't sell him. They've got too much money now. I know that FFP are on their ass, but same with Isak. You have to go beyond ridiculous amounts of money. 29 prime to play, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Karen, go on.
But I was saying the problem is that he's already linked with the move to either City or Arsenal. So. But yet again, it's Newcastle. I actually hope for, I'm talking as a Saudi, that, represents the owners that own the club, I actually hope that Bruno Guimaraes and also guys like Isaac and all of them stay, to be honest. I think they got something to build, and they already have a long road. So There's no point in like them selling their big guys. You know what I mean? When they already have the money. So
Yeah,
it's one of them ones.
no, 100%.
Actually,
The
one of them, bro.
yeah, the problem with a DM is that when they get to 30 or 31 stage, they lose their legs. Look at Casemiro and Fabinho. Right, one thing I would say about both of those players, though, is after they left the Premier League, they lost their legs, as people like to say. The Premier League is a very hard league and a harsh league. So if you bring a Palhinha over that's played in the Premier League and still excelling there, he'll probably do better than they would because they've been in the Premier League and that's where they lost it. João Palhinha hasn't lost it. He's still performing in the Premier League, if that makes any sense. Get Amrabat for £18 million. Yeah,
I would take him. I'll be
I
honest with
did
you.
want him.
I would take him. You know what it is, yeah? As a Moroccan also, right? I'm sorry, Liam, but this one is pretty passionate for me. I think Premier League fans, they see him playing at Man United and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, he's bad, because the mistakes he's making over there. But I'm telling you, and Amrabat, or Amrabat, actually is how you say it, in Bayern, I think would do a phenomenal job when he has a guy like Pavlovic next to him, man. Genuinely. I think he'd be phenomenal. If push goes to shove, I say we go for Amrabat from Fiorentina. Genuinely, I'm being serious, man. But yeah, you were saying? I'm sorry, I had to speak about that guy.
No, that's plus. I think he's a good player, and this is going to sound stupid because we've got the likes of Guerrero who can play in the midfield. We've got Goretzka, we've got Lima, so they won't do it for this. But I would generally, £18 million is peanuts. I would generally bring him in as a backup personally, and have him play in bit part games and get him back because obviously when Morocco can play again, and they do play again, he's obviously going to be in the team, so he's going to be getting game time with them, and then give him game time to get him where he was. Because obviously your confidence is going to dip when you play for Man United. Obviously, you just want a trophy.
Yeah.
But
his confidence, by the way, dipped at Morocco as well in the African Cup of Nations, and you can see it. So, yeah, I'm telling you, Man United is a cesspool, bro. But yeah, you were saying, I'm sorry again, man. This Moroccan blood is getting to me, bro.
Bruno has a £100 million release clause. Arsenal and City are all over it. I'm not sure he's worth that much personally. He's a very good player, but that's mad. To be honest with you, it's like they're just throwing money away these days. It's absolutely bonkers. EPL is different. That formation didn't suit Casemiro. He was left alone to cover too much. That you literally just hit the nail on the head as well. They struggled badly with Casemiro basically doing two people's jobs. So I do agree with you on that one. Amrabat was low-key man of the match versus City. I would take your word for it.
I hear it, but my Mino was different though. Mino was probably
he's a bad boy to be fair.
Kobe Mino was him that game, man.
It's going to be interesting to see what he does. Liam, did you hear the news that Bayern are willing to sell players on higher wages to contribute to the wages? No, I didn't. Right, I didn't see that.
That would be good, though. That would be good. To be fair,
it wouldn't surprise me if that's the case. To be honest with you, it really, really wouldn't. Has anyone scored yet, or is it the same?
It's been nil. I won't be shocked if this goes to plan because you know what, Olympiacos has been solid at the back, and Fiorentina. I don't know what it is, but it's like they ain't creating much. You know what I mean? Which is weird, but it is what it is. Few shots at both ends, some saves, some miss. It is what it is.
Interesting. Right. Move Kimmich to CDM over him as a right back. Your thoughts about that? No, he needs to be right back.
Stay there.
I still don't think Kimmich works with Pavlovic either. Pavlovic needs to be the box to box, and then we need an actual DM next to him that's literally going to grab the ball and push it forward. Other than that, I don't see it at all, to be honest with you. I really don't. Bayern are looking for suitors for 6 players. However, due to the high wages of the players, finding a suitor for them is complicated. Even in the Premier League, they aren't many clubs willing to pay. Okay, interesting. You prefer an Anna? Okay. Yeah. New wingers suggestions. The winger one's interesting just because we know that one of them is going to go. I feel like a broken record because I keep saying it, but we know that one of them will go. It probably will be Serge, but the way I see it is we need a DM. Obviously, they're going to get a centre back if we can sell a centre back. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. There seems to always be a shock move. It wouldn't surprise me if Bayern go and get a good loan deal again. I don't know who it's going to be, but we seem to do this every couple of seasons where we get like an insane loan deal out of nowhere. I would like Kvaratskhelia, however you say his name, from Napoli.
Kvaratskhelia.
I think he's amazing.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's amazing. But I know that PSG are heavily linked with him, so I don't know if he would come to us or go to them. I'm not sure, and I don't even know if we're in for him. The problem with it is the fact that we play teams like PSG. They're about to get Mbappe's wages completely off of their wage budget. So they're going to have a ridiculous wages coming. Like the fact that they can go and spend more. So Bayern have got to sell players before they bring them in. That's the problem. There are even considerations at Bayern to pay off part of the players' wages in order to be able to offload them. What sounds like a bad joke is a consequence of mismanagement of the past. Yeah, 100. I can see that as well, without a doubt. At the end of the day, people seem to think I hate him. I don't hate him. But Leroy Sané is on way too much money. He's on way too much money. As well as Serge Gnabry. I know that he signed a brand new deal, but he's on way too much money as well. They both are. So it's stupid. It's really dumb. It really, really is dumb. Like Serge Gnabry's on 18 million. 18 million to keep getting injured isn't good. Kingsley Coman, if he keeps getting injured, same thing. He's on 17 million. Obviously, this is euros. But yeah, Leroy Sané's on 20 million euros. I don't know if it'll be the last year for both Thomas Muller and Neuer. Maybe Muller will retire this year and maybe Neuer next season, as in next season from the one that's going to come up. It's going to be interesting because obviously both of those two are on big money as well. Not that I'm saying I want to get rid of them. Obviously, they're still important to the club. But, the likes of Jamal Musiala on 5 million, he's got to have a bump up. That's ridiculous for him to only be on 5 million a year. That's like bonkers. Like Eric Dyer is on more. Actually, no, I think he's on the same as Musiala, which is bonkers. Obviously, Choupo-Moting's money would have been gone. He was getting 7 million a year. Bonassar was only on 1.9, which is that's mad, by the way. He earned 1.9 million and did fuck all. That is bonkers.
What a weirdo. You know what it is, by the way? You know what it is? With Musiala, the reason why he got paid that much back then was because at the start of his deal, he wasn't lighting up the world on fire like he is right now. It's just one of them ones. But now that he is, his next deal is going to be very crucial to see if he would want to stay or not. That's what it is.
No, I agree. We need more players that slow on the ball and patient, like Silva, Grealish, Kvara, and not wingers that just dribble for the sake of it, like Coman and Gnabry. I know where you're coming from. I generally would love if PSG aren't going to take Simmons back, if we can jump in there before Leipzig do and get him on a loan, I think that would be brilliant, to be perfectly honest with you. And he generally could be, in that, and then next year go for Wirtz. I think it's going to be mad if we can pull off Wirtz, then that's going to be crazy. I'm not sure we will, because Real, I know that they will be looking at him. They will be because they want the best players. Man City will, without a doubt. The only thing with Man City is if they don't get like a pre-agreement on him, I don't know if he'll go there. Not because of anything bad, but Pep Guardiola will be going next summer. So is he going to want to go where they don't even know who the manager's going to be? That's the thing.
That's a good point. To be fair, that's a
but
good point.
We'll have to wait and see. How about Neto or Bowen? I like both. I would stop with the English players though. I know that you're generally just putting it out there. Bowen is a great player though. But I see him playing for like an Arsenal or something. I don't see him coming to Germany. Only few English lads do that. Wish list for the summer. A 6. We need a 6. That's the most important thing. You know, we could talk about wingers, we could talk about strikers, we can talk about centre backs, so on. But the most important thing is the 6, the number 6 position, and having someone that's not already in the team playing there. Palhinha obviously is the whole point of this stream. He would be amazing, but again, he's going to cost an arm and a leg. Because I alluded to it earlier, but he did sign a brand new deal, which obviously has screwed him over. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Mikhail, I will go through your team soon, bro. I'm going to have a stream where we go through the setup again, knowing obviously in the next week or so, because we're going to start to. I think things are going to start to move on certain things. I don't know if any players will come in because obviously if they're European, they're at the championship, they're obviously not going to sign or anything. But it's going to be interesting to see, and we will definitely go through it. It's still on my Twitter. I still liked it, so we'll go through it, bro. Don't worry about that one.
Same with Copa America, by the way. Same with Copa America. Yeah. So South America. Exactly. So basically, most players are gonna be
unless they're African or they're not there. Then it's no chance of getting them because they're not going to leave their country to do it. But yeah, no, a 6 without a doubt needs to be the priority, and we'll see. One thing that is interesting though, obviously when we've been talking about Kompany and him playing a 4-4-2, I watched a interview earlier on Sky Sports. And they were talking about him actually playing our formation now in a 4-2-3-1. So if we stay with that formation, then I don't know if we'll go for Xerxes. I would like to be able to get something out of that deal, though, to be honest with you. Let's see how that one works.
I think he'd be perfect as a Chupo replacement.
I
say Chupo replacement because I've said this obviously in the chat and different channels, and one of them is Steve's just recently during his watch along, right? Big up to him. But I've mentioned he's more of a sub guy. Oh my god, Olympiacos Olympiacos scored. Oh my god, hey yo. But anyway, I was saying that I think that there are things to his game that he can improve. He looks talented, His timing and decision making could be better, man.
Yeah, 100. No. I think Bernardo is going to Barcelona or maybe PSG. Okay, it's interesting. I will go through it. Like I said, I will go through it, bro. Don't worry. It's still there and it ain't going to go anywhere. Get one of the Williams bros as well. You mean Nico? I don't think we'll go for Inaki Williams, but we could definitely go for Nico Williams. But you've got to pay that 60 million release clause. That's the only problem with it.
I'll go for Nico.
What is your take on Davies? Is in Alfonso? There isn't really one at the moment, to be honest with you. I want rid of him no matter if he wants to sign or not. And I can talk for Ahmad because I know what he said. He said that if he wants to sign a deal, sign it. And he'll be happy to keep him. I think we need to get Xerxes and decide if we can get Xavi or Silva or even Gruda, because Xavi and Xerxes want their future done before Euros. Yeah, we can definitely get Simmons. If we can get him, mate, that is like icing on top of the cake. Because it'll be a loan move. PSG aren't selling him. So whoever gets him, whatever club gets him, whoever that may be, it will be a loan move with no option, I'm guessing, to buy or anything like that. Right, I need to sneeze. Bear with me 1 second.
So what? Apparently, so what? How long are PSG gonna keep Xavi Simons for before they actually start using him, man? I think he can fit in PSG immediately, if you ask me. But yeah, man, I would take Xavi Simons, man. I would generally take Xavi.
From what is being said, they're not looking to play him yet. To be honest with you, though, I don't blame them in the fact that he's obviously getting better. He's obviously under contract with PSG, but he's getting better, and he's only 21 years old. So, he's only going to get better with experience from other clubs. So I can see your opinion 100%, but the problem is they probably don't want too many egos now at PSG because of obviously the Mbappe situation, which is going to be interesting in itself to see what happens in that one. I just clicked the wrong thing. Do you think we'll get Xavi Simons? Probably not, but I would love to. Probably not though. Just because
him or Olmo, man.
Leipzig are very, very quick when it comes to stuff like that. They don't mess around. So wouldn't surprise me if they continue that loan. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Like Omo at RB Leipzig, he looks good. He does look good, but I think the reason I would rather Simons over him is because I don't think there's any chance of us getting Florian Wirtz if you get Omo in. Because there's too many players in certain positions then. So
that's true.
I don't see that happening. To be honest with you. And I would rather Wirtz over anyone. Generally anyone. Obviously keep Musiala.
That word is cold.
The fact of having Wirtz and Musiala in one club team is bonkers. But we'll have to wait and see because like I said, Real will be looking at him. All the clubs will be looking at him and they'll be ready to dash big money. So it depends if he wants to stay in Germany or not, obviously. Still standing with 13 million salary offer for Davies. Yes, I think so. I think they were willing to up it a little bit, but I don't know. For me,
I'd be for Morocco. Let's go.
This whole saga it's pissed me off, to be honest with you, with Davies. The thing with Xavi and PSG that he doesn't want to play there and not sell because PSV have a sell-on clause for the first 2 years. Oh, well, there we go then. If that's the case, that's why they'll be loaning him out. And that's why they won't sell him. Because obviously the sell-on clause for the first 2 years. My hay fever is kicking my ass. I don't normally get bad hay fever, but for some reason it's messing me up now. I wouldn't get Elmo because he's been injured more than Gnabry this season. Also, shall we go to our better? Yeah, 100. Haven't watched Kompany ball. Do you think it will play out for Bayern and Kompany? I hope so. I really, really do hope so. But I can't tell you straight up if that's the case, to be honest with you. Has anyone won yet?
I'm telling you, I was gonna say, Kabi, the Moroccan striker, scores for Olympiacos. Let's go. I need the Moroccan to win, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, a chance for 30. Oh my god. Listen, 5 minutes at a time. Come on, Olympiacos. You got this, man.
Madness.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Fair enough. Yeah, because I asked Steve if he wanted to be on the show, but he's doing a stream for this thing, yeah, and I didn't realize that it went extra time. So
yeah, he's still doing. I was on it, and I was having some combos with him, like on the chat on playback. So
yeah. What's the thing he's saying? So the poll has had 27 votes. If anyone hasn't already voted, please go and vote. Because I'll end it in a minute. But it was asked, do you think we can still sign João Palhinha? And 59% say yes, and 41% say no, which is interesting. Interesting to see. Playing out from the back, I see it as Kim, Onana, De Ligt, and Pavlovic, and Kimmich in front. So like a 3-2-4-1. But on paper, Kimmich is right back, and Onana is the centre mid. Okay, yeah, I get you. Ahmad, what are your takes on the appointment of Vincent Kompany?
I mean, I've already talked about this on my own channel. Zero Talks, you can check if you want, but I'll give you a brief idea on what I think. So basically, I think that based on what I've read, right, and based on, of course, what you've read, because I joined the channel there, I didn't realize you read all of it as well. But yeah, basically, I just feel like that everything I'm reading is positive. You know what I'm saying? Like how he likes to be attacking, keep the ball, creative. So it's not like one of them things where it's like keep the ball, but then do nothing with it. It's actually keep the ball and be creative with it. That's one. And I hope it's actually being implemented that way. I don't hope that he's just speaking from his ass, right? Two, I do like the fact that he tries to be a good communicator, right? He likes to communicate with the players, create a good bond with the players and everything. But he also has a serious mentality. Although there was one thing I read that was very contradictory, and I don't know if you guys in the chat and you, Liam, agree, where it was mentioned that apparently whenever Vincent Kompany makes a selection, he does not inform the players on why it is being done. Now, to me, that could not be a good sign. And I say that because at the end of the day, if you really want to be communicating with your players, the most important thing is informing your players on what you're going to do to them when it comes to the lineup. Because if let's say you don't select a player now, yeah, and they complain, and you don't give them a reason, it just gives them more of a reason to be more of a pain in the dressing room. You know what I mean? So that's not a good sign. I'm not going to lie. It does seem to be kind of contradictory, based on him wanting to be the communicator and all that. But otherwise, listen, we have to give it a chance. Not like he was my first choice of manager, but this is where we are because of our dumb board. You know what I'm saying? And because of our dumb board, eventually Herbal, was given the right to make a decision, and he made the choice of Kompany. You know what I mean? It's just, here we are. At least he's attacking.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the thing that's putting me on side, and the fact that he is an attacking manager. If he was defensive, I'd be out straight away. I don't like the defensive bullshit. It should never be a Bayern Munich. We need to just attack. That's simple as that. We've got some of the best attacking talent in the world, so that just needs to be done. Have Thingy won it now? So is it over yet?
Olympiacos. 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds actually, and it should be done.
Cool. But yeah, big up to everyone. I'm gonna end now. I was only supposed to do 30. We went over. But yeah, big up to everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. We'll be back tomorrow.
And it's over.
Is it over? They won it? Nice.
Yes.
We will be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. for a video. I know that Kompany will be talking, so as soon as I get up, depending on what time I get up, I'll do a stream straight away, talking about Vincent Kompany and so on and so forth. But yeah, big up to everyone. If you haven't already smashed the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for the constant support on the Bayern View. It generally has been nuts recently. Obviously, I know I took my little break because of mental health and all of that. I'm still struggling from day to day, but just know to everyone that I'm okay in myself, and we're going to continue and going to keep smashing it. The Bayern View has been getting thousands upon thousands of views every single day, from streams to videos and everything. So 100% big up to everyone. Yeah, until then, yes, I'm me and my people. Peace out. Have a great night, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.